got you losing your mind. I go slow at first, let you feel every inch. Then I grab your waist tight, give a long deep pinch. You arch your back, curve like you're trying to run, but you ain't going nowhere till we both come undone. Your voice breaking, saying go deeper, deeper. So I hit that spot that make your legs get weaker. I watch you trip down while I stroke you apart. Your body talking nasty like it's got its own heart. You throw it back on me so hard I almost lose grip. Girl, you nasty, and I love every bit. Let me spit on it, just like that. Feel me slide back in, watch your body eat. Ride my tongue, ride my hips, ride everything you can say till it's running down your lips. Grab the head, boy, let it knock, let your voice shake. Baby, don't stop. You want it deep, deep till you're screaming my name through your TV. Tell the neighbors till your body hit the sheets, yeah. Till you soaking, shaking, begging me to never leave, yeah. You want it deep, oh.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Don't run. Take all of it. Take all of
Whoa, whoa.
it. Every inch, every drop. Deep, deeper, deepest, timeless. Body's talking, I hear every word. All right. Well, welcome in, folks. Welcome in. Welcome into the strangest minute. See out there. Who's here? Z, ACM, Doodoo, Kathy, Morena, Hanson fan. I'm happy. Chi, Kyle, Roxy, Till the Dirt. What up, folks? All right. So, yeah. Well, you know what? I'm kind of having fun with this shit, man. It's like, all right, how much can I actually, White Snake? How much can I actually do? Like, you want me to file things, and you want to have stuff on the record, and you want to use the court stuff, so let's use the court stuff. Let's do it, you know? What's up, Roberta? Black Pearl, howdy. Well, today I spent all day doing this. I did get to use my new stickers. You know, like, look at my sticker. Office of Special Affairs. That's Exhibit D. Oh, Office of Special Affairs, Exhibit E. Exhibit F. Exhibit H. Exhibit I. Exhibit J. Exhibit K.
I got the tickles.
Exhibit JL.
I got the tickles on the binder.
Exhibit M. Exhibit N. This one's a good one.
So I got my stickers. So it's looking a little extra professional here. What the? Whoa! God damn! What are you guys going on me, motherfuckers? Shit! Gosh, all right. Shout out to Sam and Baldy. It only took what did it take? 2 years, 2.5 years to figure out who you really are. VOA always finds out. There's always people that hate me. There's always people out there that hate me. And I think what I love is when people hate me, but they still find me funny. So that's telling me something. I'm not really sure what it is they're telling me, but yeah, I love it. So I sent, me doing background checks. Give me a name. That's all I need. Just a name or a phone number, email, and I'll search. And so I reached out to Sam and Baldy. I just said hi. It wasn't nice for you guys to be talking about eating my cat. I think it was fun. For some reason I sent Baldy a song.
I don't know
an
who
old school song
Baldy
from the
is.
90s. I think really applied, but I just said, hey man, hashtag Justice for Jazzy. Justice for
I had
Jazzy.
no clue.
Because it was like the cool thing to be around the people who were making those threats. So I was like, I don't want to be part of any of you fucks, man. And you're harassing this lady, and you're allowing people in who are talking about eating Miss Jazzy, okay? And so, yeah, I didn't like that, and I still don't like that. I'll never like that. And so I sent Baldy a YouTube thing. I don't know why. It was Captain Save-A-Hope. I haven't seen the divorce records of 20. That you were married for 20 years to Sam, but that you cheated on her and left her for AP is amazing and wonderful. I guess maybe not. But I can only say that that's karma. It's karma. But hey, that's as much as I'm going to say. That was 3 years in coming for me to want to know who these people are. So now I know. And it's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing that the people that I don't know that are watching, but they know the story, they know the lore.
Oh, I must not know
that
him.
when,
I
new
don't know
character comes
who that
in,
is.
There's like 2 new characters.
That's like
so now
before my time.
That's it. Just one email.
I heard of
I don't know who you
AP,
are.
but I don't know
And that's it. That's all.
all
That's
about
it.
Baldy and
I just like knowing
her.
what people's names are, so I just know they're no longer a ghost.
I
They're
just, he was
identifiable
in love
as
with AP or
this
something,
person.
huh?
And yeah, that's it. There's really, it doesn't go any further than that. That's just it. I like knowing who I'm walking around, like who's it, like who was talking shit and everything. I just want to know. Just want to know. And now, especially now, legal process, like any type of legal process, the first step is knowing the name. The second thing is taking that name and finding the address. That is Court 101. Yeah. So there's nothing. They pretty much, I think, left me completely alone. Yeah, found out who sent me some emails from a while ago, and yeah, they're pretty much non-player characters at this point in my world. Whatever they're doing, I just thought it was great to let them know. Hope no one figures out who I am. Well, I know who the fuck you are. I've been to your house, Julie, so that's over. I've already doxed you, and your life is now in danger, I guess, or something like that. You live close to a big body of water in a very small town. Okay. So I want to suggest fucking Julie. You just so. All right. So I have my second motion in Lemonine made. Okay. I'm gonna read it to y'all. This is what this live stream is about. I signed an agreement for the work on the van. $600, $627. Talked to someone, signed the work agreement, but then I talked to the dude, I'm talking, and I tell him it's an RV. And he's like, oh, wait, it's an RV? I'm like, oh, fuck me. No, man. I had you. You're so close. He's like, man, we don't work on RVs. I was like, man, like, my engine's clean. I got all new parts. And he's like, man, last time I did an RV, I was in downtown LA with my feet sticking out in the road. I was like, no, man, there's a nice concrete block. We're set away. We're in the shade. Like, everything is clean. It's Orange County. It's not LA. Like, for the love of God, man, just please come. This is easy. You just have to do some timing or something. It's nothing more. It's just a van. The van was a van, and it was sent to another place for conversion. So it was a van in the beginning. It's a one-ton van. It's a carburetor. It's simple. It's a Holly two barrel. That's it. That's all you need to know. It's the 360, 5.9 liter, 5.8 liter. That's it. It's all the same. It doesn't matter if it's an RV or not. Okay. So he kind of laughed. I think I got him with the humor. And so I am still scheduled to have him come. Fingers crossed. He came to a rant about me that no one ever officially is anonymous throughout the whole thing. Eventually, everyone will be discovered. Baldy and Sam, who were from like 3 years ago, I got their real name today, and so I thought that was a score. And I'm not even going to say their name or anything. I just like knowing who certain people are, and nothing exciting. I like to wait. I'm okay with waiting, even if it takes a few years. In the end, the truth always comes out. Okay, so, but this is boring legal shit now. So, this one's actually kind of fun because it's like I get to troll. This is like a troll. No, it's not a troll. It's like this. I believe it's a legitimate document, a legitimate cause of action. Oh, good. Wait, sound good. Good. This is like doing all the stuff that Scientology doesn't want, but like putting it onto like the official record. Because every cult loves their policies and their rules on the official record. At least that's what I would think. It's relevant because I don't think that it's a cult or that it's a church. Okay, so using their OSA stuff as proof that they're not a cult or they're not a religion, they're not doing stuff with religion. Clean and greasy lens. No, fuck you. How about that? The minions are to prohibit. These motions are to prohibit criticize concern sayings of things. Is that right? Correct, Chrissy. This is I'm so glad I heard this YouTuber say this. He said these are pre-trial motions. That's what a motion in limine is. It's a pre-trial. No, did I say motion? Pre-trial objection. Okay. So these are pre-trial objections, but it goes to the core of what I'm being accused of. And so I love the power of the paper. Defendants, second motion in limine to require proof of the prosecution's religious status, entity status, and property status. Oh, I didn't even see that. I'm a little, yeah. Got it. Oh, there's a couple new names, though. All right, doo-doo water. That's a 7-year-old boy. We don't need any underage boys in here. All right, I didn't see that. I actually read it. I didn't even like the thinking process. Good catch. Thank you.
Good morning,
I don't even
Jim.
call
Good morning.
racist
How you
because of chat
doing?
names. Good God. Defendant Scott Hoxer, appearing in pro per, moves this court for an order permitting the defense to challenge the prosecution's claim that Scientology, Church of Scientology Celebrity Center, Building Management Services, Volunteer Ministry, or any related entity qualifies as a religion, church, religious institution, religious corporation, or protected religious rights holder for purpose of Penal Code Section 422.6b charges.
Oh, I'm doing good, doing good.
Evidence the issue clear. The prosecution should not be permitted to assume that Scientology is a religion or church merely because Scientology uses religious labels, uses the word church, or presents itself publicly as a religious institution. Defendant contends Scientology functions in relevant part as a cult, corporation, property management structure, legal apparatus, security apparatus, intelligence apparatus, public relations operation, government-facing operation, event control actor, and a public right-of-way actor. The defendant further contends that Building Management Services is not automatically a church, a religious institute, religious corporation, or a protected religious rights holder. If the prosecution claims that Building Management Services own, maintain, controlled, purchased, repaired, insured, placed, or was responsible for the alleged planters, reefs, signs, bans, or other alleged property, then the prosecution must prove what Building Management Services is and why it's alleged property supports the religion Section 422.6b.
I started calling him Moist Mouth, and he got mad and started saying my wife's name, so you know what happened after that. Every time I get that bitch mad, he says my wife's name.
As a religious workshop entity, public relations program, disaster response, public facing program, corporate institutional actor, property management entity, or a non-religious institute actor. This motion is not limited to whether the defendant may use the word cult as protected speech. The defendant seeks to challenge Scientology's claimed religious status itself for purposes of the prosecution.
No, he might.
The defendant seeks to present evidence
But I know every time that bitch get mad,
selected Office of Special Affairs network orders, city public works records, administrative citations, building management service records,
says my wife's name, like that gets me upset.
Support the defense position that the relevant conduct was institutional, corporate, property management, legal, security, intelligence, public relations, and
all you can see is shut up, Crappy. Fuck you, Crappy. Shut up, Crappy. Nobody's talking to you, Crappy.
The prosecution may not assume, argue,
the same 3 fucking words, 4 words.
Church of Scientology, Building Management Services, volunteer ministers, any
He's saying all none of the
church,
stupid
religious
shit.
institution, religious
I
corporation.
started calling that bitch Moist Mouth last night. She got mad.
Unless and until the prosecution establishes an admissible foundation, the defendant has been allowed to challenge that foundation. The defendant may present evidence, argument, and cross-examination that Scientology functions as a cult, corporation, security apparatus, that's the word, legal apparatus, intelligence apparatus.
Shut up, Poland. That's all he be saying. Shut up, Crappy.
Rather than automatically as a
Shut up, Crappy.
Defendant may challenge whether building management services is a church, religion, religious institution, religious corporation, protected religious rights holder, property management entity. In essence, that's what that building management services
My
is.
thing
It's
is,
a
how you
property
get up
management company,
looking
a
for me,
corporate shop.
and then when I talk, you tell me shut up. Like, you
Defendant may
stupid,
challenge whether
dog.
volunteer ministry is a church, religion, religious institution, religious corporation, protected religious rights holder, public relations program, disaster response, public-facing program, corporate, institutional actor, non-religious institutional actor. Blah, 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 blah. Defendant may challenge whether volunteer ministers is a church, religion, religious institution. Defendant may cross-examine witnesses concerning which entity allegedly owned, controlled, maintained, purchased, paid for, placed, repaired, insured, cited, or received regarding the alleged property, including whether building management services was responsible for management or corporate entity. Well, you got to cover them all, because if I don't cover them all, then they'll take one that's that I miss. So you got to cover them all. And in most statutes, in most statutes, there's going to be a whole list of fucking jibber jabber legalese to define all these different things. So got to cover it. Yeah, partridge in a motherfucking pear tree, man. Or it's not partridge in a pear tree, it's a fucking dirty bait pen in the bushes. And a dirty bait pen in the bushes. I need a little laugh here. It's getting a little too serious. Defendant may cross-examine witnesses concerning whether the alleged volunteer minister's home was owned, controlled, maintained, purchased, placed, repaired, insured, or used by volunteer missions, minister, Scientology, Church of Scientology, Celebrity International Center, building management services, or some other entity. Okay. Defendant may present evidence, argument, and cross-examination concerning whether the alleged property was connected to building management services, volunteer ministries, planters, reefs, spans, signs, public sidewalks, public right-of-way, municipal permits, administrative citations, obstruction enforcement, city attorney, case proceedings, sidewalk control, public access, event control, security practices, property management, and non-religious institutional conduct. You guys following this story? Defendant may introduce selected official affairs orders, orders for the limited purposes of showing institutional structure, like structure, witness bias, motive, state of mind, public relations strategy, legal strategy, intelligence practices,
Talk then, boo boo, talk.
Opponents and other Scientology
Talk,
functions
boo
in
boo,
events
talk.
as a cult, corporate, institutional actor rather than a religious worship entity. Nothing in this motion asks the court to judge or decide whether any religious doctrine is true or false. The issue is whether the prosecution can prove that specific religious status, property status, religious function, entity relationship, and property rights holder status required by the Penal Code Section 422.6.
He don't. I agree with that.
Introduction. All right, that was what I'm asking for. Introduction, folks. The prosecutor's theory appears to depend on treating Scientology or Scientology-related entities as a religion. Oh, by the way, guys, this has nothing to do with Scientology, just so you know, okay? The prosecution's theory appears to depend on treating Scientology or Scientology-related entity as a religion, church, religious institution, religious corporation, or good religious rights holder. The prosecution also appears to rely on alleged church, personal property, or religious institutional property status for the alleged planters, reefs, signs, bans, and/or alleged property. Defendant disputes that theory. Defendant contends Scientology should not automatically be treated as religion or church for the purposes of Penal Code Section 422.6b. Defendant contends Scientology functions in relevant part as a cult and is a corporate, legal, security, intelligence, public relations, government-facing, event control, property, and public right-of-way, a part of this. Fuck it, I said it earlier. Fuck you. I can't speak.
Yeah.
What's up? Always a minion. I appreciate all the donations yesterday.
Boy, you must
In my
be
2 hour stream, I
practicing
had
in
over
there, huh, boo?
$350 in donations. So
Booth must be in the RV practicing.
Thank you for coming in. We're all welcome here, only for a short minute sometimes. So, but this is amazing, right? Thanks. Yeah. Also, are you listening? Don't mess with the gypsy, man. You limit a gypsy from leaving the state. Do you know how dangerous that is to not allow a gypsy to travel around? That's the worst thing. Like I'm a Slavic European gypsy, and you done put this damn ankle miner on me. So,
let's get back to normal programming, bro.
Not good. It's because we're just getting
Bad boy.
This one's good. I like this one a lot.
I've been a bad boy.
And I could like, and it's fucking.
I've been a bad boy.
This is amazing. How I tie in all these tips. Oh, I had help, but let's not talk about my help. It was a brain cleaning operation, okay? And some European person, of course, it's a fucking European. Okay. The defendant also specifically disputes any attempt to treat.
Prosecution must determine what building management services, what property interests it already had, and whether it is a religious institute or merely a property management corporate entity, and why its alleged property interest supports a religious-based section 422.6b theory.
Boo for 10. You better not curse, boo for 10.
Defendant further disputes any attempt to treat all Scientology-related names, because we're messing with like with this much.
Better not
like,
curse.
Enron, right? And Enron suing some like poor ass.
The binder.
And that person's like talking like about Ken Lake and all the different shell companies he's got, you know, Arthur Anderson and all these fucking things, and they're just putting documents in, and it's like, dude, like you're gonna tie yourself all together. These are shell companies for a reason. Shell companies for a reason. And so. The fact further disputes any attempt to treat all Scientology-related names, signs, programs, corporate entities, and affiliate groups as legally interchangeable.
Red boy, man, I'm not from Slidell. I'm from New Orleans. Boy, Uritsville came for. When the last time Uritsville had a Super Bowl, a Final Four tournament? Like, who cares, boy? You lame as shit, boy. Well, my city holds Super Bowls and shit. What you talking about, Willis? Clown ass. You're a whole goofy, man. You're a whole goofy. I'm here, I'm on a call. Yeah, I'm back. I had to take care of something.
Building management services as a church religious institution, religious corporation, or protected religious rights holder merely because it is allegedly connected to Scientology. If the prosecution must prove what building management service is, what property interests it already had, and whether it is a religious institute or merely a property management corporate entity, and why its alleged property interest was a religious-based
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Like we're in Enron, right? And Enron suing some like asking this person, right? And that person's like talking like Ken Lay and all the different shows, Arthur Anderson, all these fucking things. They just put documents in, and it's like you're gonna tie yourself all together. These are so much for a reason.
Crazy.
For a reason. And so that further disputes may attempt to treat all Scientology-related games, signs, programs, corporate entities, affiliate groups as legally interchangeable. The life side without some reason there, Scientology side of the life side with associated with long-term ministries. Scientology celebrities that are building managers or any other related entity to one assumed religious victim or property owner. Each alleged property item must be tied to an actual owner, controller, or responsible entity. If the alleged property was connected to volunteer ministers, then prosecution must prove that what volunteer ministers is, whether it's a separate program, brand, division, ministry, public relations operation, disaster response from religious entity, corporate entity, or other institutional actor, and how that entity's alleged property interest supports the prosecution of Penal Code Section 2.6b. There. The city public works records and administrative citations show a non-religious property management and municipal enforcement context. The selected Office of Special Affairs now records.
Oh, fuck, man.
Treat all Scientology related things because we're mentioning like this is what's great, man. It's like for an Enron, right? And Enron's suing like Ford has one this person, right? And that person's like talking like about Ken Lay and all the different shell companies he's got, you know, Arthur Anderson and all these fucking things, and they're just putting documents in, and it's like, dude, like you're gonna tie yourself all together. These are shell companies for a reason. They're shell companies for a reason. And so the Fed further disputes any attempt to treat all Scientology-related names, signs, programs, corporate entities, and affiliate groups as legally interchangeable. The alleged sign was not simply a generic Scientology sign. The alleged sign was associated with volunteer ministry. The prosecution claims the sign was personal property of a church, religious institution, religious corporation, protected religious right holder. The prosecution must prove which entity owned, controlled, maintained, purchased, placed, repaired, insured, or was responsible for that sign. The prosecution should not be permitted to collapse volunteer ministers, Scientology, Church of Scientology celebrities, and building managers, or any other related entity to one assumed religious victim or property owner. Each alleged property item must be tied to an actual owner, controller, or responsible entity. If the alleged property was connected to volunteer ministers, then prosecution must prove that volunteer ministers is whether it's a separate program, brand, division, ministry, public relations operation, disaster response front, religious entity, corporate entity, or other institutional actor, and how that entity's alleged property interest supports the prosecution of Penal Code Section 422.6b theory. The city public works records administrative citations showing non-religious property management and municipal enforcement context. The selected office of special affairs and reporter shows institutional intelligence, legal, public relations, government-facing, opponent handling functions. Together, these exhibits support defendants' right to challenge the prosecution's religious status theory and to argue that Scientology functions as a cult institutional apparatus rather than a religious worship entity in the defense at issue. Okay. Section 3. The court should permit defendant to challenge whether Scientology is a religion or a cult for the purposes of prosecution theory. I know, it's like my brain half works sometimes. The prosecution should not be permitted to assume that Scientology is religion.
It sounds like your tongue half reads.
Municipal evidence. The defendant's position is that Scientology functions as a cult and an institutional part of this apparatus. The defense should be permitted to present evidence that Scientology's relevant conduct involve corporate structure, property control, security practices, legal strategy, intelligence functions, public relations operations, government-facing campaigns, effective control, critic handling practices, and way control. The evidence does not ask the jury to decide whether any of these doctrines are false. I really like that line. That's a good line. Because you can ask a court to interpret. No, a court to interpret religious doctrine is a wild thing. The evidence does not ask the jury to decide whether any religious doctrine is true or false. The defense is not asking the jury to decide theology. The defense is asking the court to require proof of the prosecution's claimed religious status theory and to allow the defense to show that Scientology functions as relevant facts as a cult, corporate, institutional act, not as a religious worship entity.
Yeah, I was on there.
A label is not proof. The word church in an enemy name is not proof. A witness saying we are a church is not proof. A corporate filing or public relations claim is not conclusive proof. If the prosecution wants to treat Scientology,
KTP, the KT Grifter got called out.
Or a Scientology affiliated entity.
And the Poland dumbass come up there.
The prosecution must first lay an admissible foundation, and the defendant must be allowed to test the foundation through evidence to cross-examination.
Some Chris too. I don't know. He acted like.
Think of the paradoxical question.
No, just a little. Throughout the thing, he clowned her here and there.
Where you coached on what to say today. Can get in trouble for anything you say today.
Then I guess that was Poland's friend. He sent up there, but he talking about he drunk. He couldn't answer nothing, and I don't know. He act like he was slow. We thought it was Judy's son. I don't know what that dude was doing. And then Poland got up there and got clowned. I know when I make him mad, that's the only thing he can do is scream out my wife's name and get put off the thing. That's how I know when I make him mad. I was calling him Moist Mouth. He got mad as shit.
The prosecution cannot be allowed to blur the identity of Scientology, Church of Scientology, Celebrity Center, Billy Manchester, and any other related entity. The prosecution claims Billy Manchester serves as part of the church or religious institution. That must be proven. The prosecution claims that Billy Manchester serves property or church personal property. That must be proven. The jury should not be asked to assume it. All right. That was Patrick Perry. That was arrested. He has court tomorrow morning at 8:30 in Department, I think 55. He has another hearing for first-degree murder in end of June. So that turned out to be true. Patrick Perry was on the run. He was not a felon, a fugitive.
Because I think she went on
there's actual video of
another channel, like I guess questioning Boss about me.
I actually reached out to
so he wanted to know why you was on there the other. He was like, you came on my panel and talked. Why you never asked me that then?
Throughout LA, and
so then I just gave him a breakdown on why that scamp don't like me.
I'm gonna go to the things tomorrow, but I was gonna go, but I need to finish writing some of these papers so that I could go on. I'm planning on going on visit LA, so I really don't want to go tomorrow. So I will try to make contact with parents there, and I'm gonna try to put together a short video of all the times. There was 3 times that Patrick Perry had interactions with protesters. I think all of them are very important details for them. One time behind the Scientology building in December of 2023, Patrick Perry's dog bit 2 different people. He should have been arrested. The dog should have been, unfortunately, euthanized at that point. Not sorry. That dog ended up killing somebody. So that dog should have been euthanized at that point for biting 2 different people. It was clearly the owner had trained it to be a fucking psychopath killer. And that's what it was. And it ended up killing somebody.
I'm not, because I think I get him mad, and that's the only thing he can do. And you know.
A long retractable baton. And then the third encounter then with Aaron. I did the interview with Patrick. I'm going to get all of those together because I do have all those. I have all 3 of those incidents. I have all 3 of the dates of those incidents. I have the video for all those incidents. And then I abstract on my interview with him. And there was a bunch of stuff. I remember them having evidence that Patrick Perry's wife was a Scientologist. Well, I know the dog was dangerous. Man, sometimes dogs are dangerous. They're bred to be fucking killers and fighters. It's like killer roosters, you know. Yeah, well, that's Jessica Palmadus's friend. Yeah, so murderers. That's the thing in Hollywood. To be friends with murderers. No, I mean, the dog is most definitely a victim of the owner, but the dog is still it's a danger to society, and it fucking caused someone to die, and the dog needs to go. Sorry. Yeah, well, And more importantly, not only was he not put in jail, or he was allowed to move, and that the police attempted to stalking charges on somebody who tried to get him arrested for the dog about them. I think that's super relevant to a wrongful death suit. Yes, absolutely, Britt. But that was, but the wife allegedly was a Scientologist. I don't remember, and I don't have that information. I just remember that kind of being passed around. Not that it's true or not. He bit Chris about a also. There's pictures with him and I was like, what? Get that to me. Find it. Whoever's got it. There's no rehab of dog when you get to that point. That's me saying that as a man. Yeah, no. You guys, not every animal can make it, man. It's like the roosters and stuff, man. Sometimes you got a rooster that just rapes and pecks the fuck out of everybody, man. You just gotta fucking, gotta get rid of that fucking rooster, man, for the rest of the flock. The rest of the flock will suffer if that person doesn't, the car was stabbed. He was agitated apparently in that instance. Yes, I forgot to say that, but more importantly, Josiah. They used Patrick Perry for the 422 allegations after all of that. And I think that's very relevant to who Patrick Perry is. And all those pieces of information are important that that family knows about all that. Okay? So yeah, don't forget that the 422.6, that was all based on criminal threats to Patrick Perry by Josiah. And so, yeah, so that's just, I think it's super relevant, you know? Oh yeah, no, it's fucking wild. But that person's never been on the fucking street, and I suspect that he was a paid operative somehow. He's adjacent to Scientology some way. It's hard to say exactly how, but I will be covering this case. Yes, and so this murder case could bring some of that out to the forefront, because I mean, he got murdered. Like, yeah, I think that all that happening was course of conduct, and they had him for a 2004 case on a mental version. All right, and that's what they're doing here is mental diversion. They almost did a mental version for me. I watched the one guy. He had like broken the target, drop kicked the fucking lady in the wheelchair, and then punched somebody, and then he got mental diversion. I was like, God damn. Like, I dropped the kick in the handicap thing. I thought for sure this guy was gonna fucking. And I was like, wait, what am I in here for? A rape? Definitely has a lawsuit. But it does feel a little safer without him. Fuck yeah, man. That guy's a certified psychopath, and he's protected by Scientology and LAPD. And it's totally foreseeable that was gonna happen. Yeah, he pulled out the 5 knives. Yeah, that doesn't happen ever. No black man pulls out 5 fucking and the police are just like, oh yeah, no big deal. It just doesn't happen in the fucking world around in America. All right, getting back on track here with this. The volunteer administrator sign is essential to the entity status and property status issue. The defendant further disputes any attempt by prosecution to treat all Scientology-related names, signs, programs, corporate entities, and affiliate groups as illegally interchangeable. The lead sign was not simply a generic Scientology sign. The lead sign was associated with volunteer ministries. The prosecution claims that the sign was personal property of a church, religious institution, religious corporation, and protected religious rights. So the prosecution must prove what entity owned, controlled, maintained, purchased, placed, repaired, injured, or was responsible for that sign. Prosecution should not be permitted to collapse volunteer ministers, Scientology, Church of Scientology, Celebrity International, building management service, or any other related entity to an assumed religious victim of property holder. Each alleged property item must be tied to an actual owner, controller, or responsible entity. What I should have done is collapsed all these names into one acronym. And I guess I can still do this. So that's not so repetitive like that, but it's got to be repetitive, unfortunately. So Diane Nolan, Sunday, Old Norris, On Your Business, 420, I love everybody. If the alleged property was connected to volunteer ministries, then the prosecution must prove what volunteer ministries is, whether it's a separate program, brand, division, ministry, public relations, operation, disaster response front, religious entity, corporate entity, or other institutional actor, and how that entity's alleged property interest supports the Penal Code 422 theory. Nice, good. Glad to keep it alive. But what would it be appreciated if people on the edges and then they exploit them? Yeah, that's how a lot of cults work in high control groups. And what do they provide? A lot of them provide food and shelter. Sometimes sex, sometimes drugs, sometimes the ability to move objects with your mind. Once you get enough things out, like it all depends. Like if I believe that I can fucking move shit around with my eyes, like, ooh, I can drop your panties, boom. Your panties are down. What now? No, that's not what I'm thinking. Section number 11. City public works records support the defense theory that the property dispute was not religious worship. City public work records are directly relevant because they show that the planter issue was handled as a municipal enforcement matter, not simply a religious worship or religious property activity. Exhibit A. The city public works records identifying building management services in connection with administrative citations. The cited violations concern maintaining obstruction in the public right-of-way and traffic lane closure or obstruction without permit. Exhibit B. Those are municipal obstruction permit issues. They are not on their face worship issues. So, Exhibit B.
Man, dude, you all over the place. Whoa, like this dude
which
is
is building management.
here, there, everywhere. He was just talking about a murder case.
Amazing what the paperwork that it fucking puts out. All right. Well, and okay. Public work records describe planners along L. Ron Hubbard Way, Fountain Avenue, New Hampshire. What's up, Tricky Woo? Yeah. Public Works issued notice to comply with revocable permit issues, document that no revocable permits were on file, issued administrative citations, and initiated city attorney enforcement due to Exhibit C. Deputy City Attorney Communications referred to the planters as non-permanent planters and discussed the revocable permit. Support the defense position that the alleged property dispute involved sidewalk access, public right-of-way control, permit compliance, obstruction, and property management issues. Exhibit C. This evidence is relevant because it provides a non-religious explanation for the property dispute. It supports the defense theory that the alleged property was tied to public access, public visibility, municipal enforcement, and Scientology's institutional control of public space rather than religious worship or free exercise of religion. The prosecution may not convert a municipal planter permit dispute into a religion-based crime theory merely by calling the alleged owner a church or religious institution. If building management services is the entity connected to the alleged property, the prosecution must prove what building management services is, and why its alleged property interest should be treated as religious property or property religious, protected religious right property for purposes of Penal Code Section 422.6b. Okay, section number 7. All right, are you listening? Those in the Scientology building, can you hear me? Is anybody out there? Can anybody? Are you monitoring this live stream? This is where it gets good. Section 7. Timer here is 48 minutes into it. Selected
That tone and rhythm remind me of something he told me.
Part of this? No. Part of this. It is apparatus. There it is. 5D. Defendant seeks to introduce selected Office of Special Affairs Network orders to show that Scientology functions in relevant part through institutional intelligence, legal, public relations, investigatory, government-facing, and
Defense does not offer these materials to attack Scientology doctrine, theology, or beliefs. Defense offers these them solely for non-hearsay purposes, including witness bias, motive, institutional policy, state of mind, protest context, and the nature of the organizational activities involved with the defense at issue. OSA Network Order Number 55, Intelligence Actions, states that the actions of intelligence are simply to observe, write it up, and fire it, and further states that that is a whole function of a big intelligence organization. It describes observation as basically an intelligence activity and discusses legals and illegals using KGB and FBI terminology. It further states you actually have the nucleus of an operating intelligence activity. OSA Network Order Number 55, Exhibit D. This is relevant because it tends to show that Scientology's Office of Special Affairs function in part as an intelligence and investigatory apparatus, not merely as a religious worship entity. That supports the defendant's position that Scientology functions as a cult institutional apparatus and that the prosecution should not be allowed to assume religious status. OSA Network Order Number 75, PR Basics, describes public relations as a management function involving fact-finding, sampling opinion, evaluation, planning, communication, and policy advice. It states that the PR personnel must sample the opinion and advise management of the action which should be taken. OSA Network Order Number 75, OSA Network Order Number 78, PR, self-briefing states, it is a PR's duty to get the gen and personally know what current management policy in line. Where policy does not exist, it is a PR's duty to find out and get one set. OSA Network Order Number 78, Exhibit F. OSA Network Order Number 79, PR and the Mind, states the essence of PR is to know how the mind works. It also states that the handling strategy in external matters requires knowing how the mind works and where the buttons are. OSA Network Order Number 79. OSA Network Order Number 80, PR, Attack versus Defense, states if you want PR, attack. If you want press, attack. That's a good idea. I might add a little more into OSA. That's actually a really good comment. Thank you. Well said. Well said. Want press attack, your best PR is always an attack line. It also states you either got to stage an event or own the paper. That's like propaganda right there. You either got to stage the event or own the paper. These PR orders are relevant because they support the defense position that Scientology's response to protests may have been shaped by public relations strategy, event strategy, attack strategy, and management policy, not merely by religious worship. They also support the defense position that Scientology functions as a cold institutional apparatus that seeks to manage public perception and critics. OSA Network Order Number 94 is especially relevant to the court's threshold religious status inquiry. It discusses government-facing messaging, instructs staff to compose and deliver campaign to inform governments properly. Using a sample brochure, it specifically states, note it does not mention religion. The same order instructs PR personnel to use the techniques to sell not courses but agreement that Scientology is needed. It further states the thing sold is the idea of Scientology. The exchange is acceptability, not money. OSA Network Order 94. Yep, this is directly relevant to defense argument that Scientology's conduct is, in this case, being presumed to be religious worship or free exercise, merely because Scientology uses religious labels. OSA Network Order Number 94 expressly describes a government-facing campaign that does not mention religion, uses business-style messaging, and seeks agreement that Scientology is needed. This supports the defense's position that Scientology functions as a public relations and government-facing institution, not merely as a religious worship entity. OSA Network Order Number 95, Black Propaganda, defines black propaganda as a covert communication of false data intended to injure, impede, or destroy the activity or life of another person, group, or nation. It states that black propaganda is used heavily in psychological warfare, and that relies chiefly on the techniques of classification of another or people of a nation as indesirable or evil. OSA Network Order Number 95, Exhibit J. This order is relevant to institutional public relations strategy, treatment of critics, and motive. Defendant offers it to show that OSA materials include public relations, critic handling, and opponent handling concepts rather than worship service doctrine. OSA Network Order Number 104, use of data series in legal, states that legal is not a positive subject of blacks and whites. It is an empirical subject. It further states you must not assume something cannot be done until you have exhausted every means to get data on how to do it. The order also states that
Slow down, Wolverton.
and that
Slow
let
down.
a fantastic advantage over any opponent we have. OSA Network Order Number 104, Exhibit K. This is relevant to institutional legal strategy. It supports the defense's position that Scientology's legal response to critics may be guided by internal institutional strategy, not merely by religious worship or religious offense. OSA Network Order Number 114, Debt Agenting, describes coordination between intelligence and legal. It states in this zone of defense is where intelligence, information, and legal must work fast and furious and hand in hand. It then describes debt agenting as to assume and prove that every charge brought is false and give documents and witnesses and depositions to prove it so. It further states that allegations can be handled only after intelligence has slashed out and counter documents to the contrary or contrary facts are demonstrated in or through witnesses. OSA Network Order 114. This evidence is relevant to the defense position that Scientology functions through legal, intelligence, and opponent handling procedures. It is relevant to whether Scientology is operating as a cult institutional apparatus rather than merely a religious worship entity. OSA Network Order number 115, plaintiff's perjury, also states lead as foreseeable the plaintiff or his association and to make statements in sworn deposition or under oath that can be shown to be false. Further states that constant alertness should be kept for perjury and instructs move to charge for perjury and dispose of the case using the facility of against this statute. This is relevant to institutional legal strategy and witness bias. Defendant does not offer it to prove that anyone committed misconduct in the case. Defendant offers it to show that legal intelligence strategy is part of OSA's institutional function. Just started pool right now on what day this all get dropped. I'm feeling good. I feel like I'm on the right track. I'm not sure if any lawyer could do this, but I can. I can't do a lot of things. I can't get my fucking RV running. I can ask the fucking questions and pose the fucking arguments that are necessary to it all. I got five on it. Risk assessment. I don't know why I'm reading this out loud. I definitely don't want it to influence anybody or anything. Just drop it. Just leave it alone. I just want to be left alone. I want to be able to next
I'm not too sure where you went. Besides, where you went?
Let it go. Let it go. I don't think any rest of you are premise.
Hey, lurkers, like my shit. Got 15 people watching. They supposed to at least have 10 likes. Come on, man.
It states that the major purpose was to abolish institutional psychiatry and debar entities from handling mental illness, and that the major target was to popularize services internationally. It further directs setting up a small PR group called the International Human Rights Commission to be authorized by the Church of Scientology, OSA Network Order number 149, Exhibit N. This is relevant because it shows Scientology's use of organizational and public-facing structures to advance institutional objectives. And it offers it only for limited context, institutional function, public relations strategy, and whether the facts at issue involve religious worship or institutional activism. Legal strategy, public relations, cult-like organizational operations. Together, the OSA Network Order support the defense position that Scientology functions as a cult, institutional apparatus, and that the prosecution may not simply label Scientology a church and thereby satisfy its.
Anybody know how Solomon been doing?
Municipal evidence that the alleged property, alleged victim, and
I hope Solomon's doing all right.
In a way that satisfies its theory. Prosecution may not rely only on labels such as church, religion, religious corporations, or religious institutions. Section number 8. Evidence Code Section 352 supports omitting that context, evidence, and limited assumptions about religious status. Evidence Code Section 352 prevents the court to exclude evidence where it's I know this one. Probative. Is substantially outweighed by the probability of undue prejudice, confusion, or probative, or misleading the jury. Allowing the prosecution to simply tell the jury that Scientology, Church of Scientology, celebrity center, building ministers, voluntary ministers, religion, the church, or religious institution would be misleading if the prosecution has not laid the required foundation. The defense is prevented from challenging that claim. The defense does not seek to turn the trial into theological proceeding. The defense seeks to
wanted to involve Solomon too.
The city public works records, evidence concerning public management services, evidence concerning the voluntary minister sign, and selected OSA network orders are appropriate because they can help explain whether the alleged property involved any function in a religious worship capacity or in a cult like corporate property management, security, legal, public relations, intelligence, government facing public right-of-way capacity. Any risk of confusion can be addressed by limited instruction statement. Elected network orders and city public works records are made only for context and any status, function, ownership, control, and bias.
All right.
Request support to file the prosecution now soon. Okay, I read all these. So this is basically all the things that I said at the beginning.
All right.
At the end, the conclusion. Prosecution must prove that the religious status, property status, and any status is a choice for reliance. It may not prove that there is no someone any use for church, that a witness labels Scientology religion, or that property was allegedly associated with Scientology. Defendant seeks to show the Scientology function cult institutional apparatus not automatically as a religion, church, for purpose of the prosecution's theory. Defendant also seeks to show that the building management service is central to the property status issue and is not automatically a church, religion, religious institution, religious corporation, or protected religious thing. Defendant further seeks to show that the voluntary minister signs cannot simply be treated as Scientology church property without proof of ownership, control, any status, property status. The prosecution claims that the alleged property is personal property of a church, religious institution, religious corporation, or protected religious rights, or that property theory must be proven with admissible evidence. The building management service and voluntary ministers connected to the alleged property. Prosecution must prove what the entity is and why the alleged property supports the prosecution's religion-based theory. Defense must be furnished to show that the alleged property is used about right away and municipal person issues. The Scientology related entities function in events at issue like cult, like corporate property management, security, legal, public relations, intelligence, government facing institutional property rather than religious worship. For that reason, the defendant respectfully request support to grant this motion. Respectfully submitted, it's not active, defend. Inappropriate. That. Oh, yes, you got me. You got me. I'm a confidential informant. Thank you. He's a dope fiend. He's talking fast. He wrote a fucking, what were we at? 26-page motion on dope. Yeah, that's likely. Highly likely. Just fucking bumping lines of fucking drugs right now. Highly likely.
That's good. That's good.
I have a question. Who the real dope fiend is? I'm gonna find one of my magical clips.
Well, at least he's working, doing something
God did, man.
positive.
You ever been down
Shout out Solomon, man.
the things of the I don't know the word. In the oh man, such a great quote. In the realm of ether binge. What is that quote? What is it called? Right when they're walking into the hotel and like everything.
Like I said, I've never spoken to Solomon outside of YouTube. Even though KT Grifter
walking through the mud and we're so fucked up. We got lost in
insinuate something like that for whatever reason.
Almost knee deep in mud.
I've never spoken to the man outside of goddamn YouTube. And I've never said anything out the way.
From I think it's shot neck.
I've always encouraged the young man.
There's no apparently the Hordes of Ether. The code's so great. The Ether, she's never been in the Hordes of the Ether game or something.
I'm more than sure
No ankle tail, but it was just like,
he has no
like
problem
some of
saying
the like
that.
cranks. Is this not a recent place part?
I've
Little girl,
never,
is that old school? When you take the neck, the tranquilizer to the neck.
you know, sexual way to that man.
That's all fun
I
stuff.
never
Okay? I'm not doing
even-
fun stuff. I'm trying to get close. And this isn't fun. This is
You
a
know,
fucking
I
work.
always stood up for him and protected him as best as I could.
Stickers. Yeah, fuck yeah, that's pictures. This is not serious, man. This is not serious. Viewers got stickers, got little red number stickers. All this shit's so proper and like, everything has to be like, I respectfully submit to all now. But I can do without all the support. I felt so like it's so good.
Have I ruffled some feathers along the way?
You can pay somebody, you know,
Of course.
like insurance is coming up the year or this month.
That just shows to show you where these people
get,
minds at.
So they get,
I've always tried to stand up for them and protect them as best as I could from afar. Like, once again, I've never been to California. He lives in California. I've never been to California, so there's only so much that I can do from the internet. Good morning, Mama Red.
I gotta do some swimming and some plant moving around. But
one thing Solomon can say is, I've never disrespected him in any kind of way, form, or fashion, in a manner leading to that kind of talk. I've never fucked with that dude any kind of way, but encouraged him.
I went and purchased a couple days ago.
You still young, bro. You know, go to school, finish school. If you choose to go to college or get a job, be productive. I've always encouraged him. I ain't never brought that man down and put him in no fucked up head space.
Yeah, I think it should be
Not me.
that out for my red tape. Still in the dry cleaners plastic. So I feel like that's going to be. I don't have toughness. I'm still trying to get the tie, the belt on, and my suit jacket together as one unit. I'm not sure if I've completed that unit yet throughout all this, but I'm working on it. I think I'm good. And back in the day, I'm like real organized. I'm like really like, oh my god, I set my clothes the day before. I'm gonna set it up right here. So this neat little pile, you all folded. So when I wake up miserable, I have to go and do something. I have this nice little pile. I don't even have to think. I just have underwear, socks, shorts, shirt, deodorant, toothbrush, everything all set up, ready to go. And now it's like, maybe I use a toothbrush today or tomorrow. I'm not sure. Like, I don't have that like.
Oh, you ain't brush your teeth. Hold on.
Of mankind.
Hold the fuck up.
Tomorrow, I'm not sure. Like, everything all set up, ready to go. And now it's just like, maybe I use a toothbrush today or tomorrow. I'm not sure. Like,
What
I
the
don't have that,
fuck?
like, the routine. The routine is the tabernacle
Boy, you ain't brush your teeth in 3 days.
of mankind.
In a day or two,
God,
boy,
that's why I
you
love you.
wrong,
I'm
bro.
not doing anything. No.
Boy, you
I
ain't hitting.
might be thinking about
Boy,
my
you gonna be looking like
Everything else,
white worm around
no.
here, dirt worm mouth,
You might be lucky to get out of
with
the
doodle face, open doodle faces around his teeth. Like mom be having
well,
open
it's
goals,
like, don't like it, it's like
open face goals.
That's better than what I had scheduled.
You gonna have open doodle rings like him, open doodle faces.
And then it's like,
Boy got rust around his teeth, man.
I'm afraid to commit to things because the second I commit to something like so badass, I was like, oh no, I just committed to this fucking shit, man. I
This man just admitted he don't brush his teeth in 2 days. What the fuck's wrong with you, man?
That's how my
Sour mouth.
I have that fucking mad work. This is constant. I don't have a junk drawer and everything's pretty good. It's like home, but everything's kind of got a plan now. Yes, exactly. I don't make lists anymore because I spend so much time writing a list and I don't use the list. So I complete the task, I don't cross off the list. So I can make a list and make a list. And I would like to make a list. How do you feel accomplished? It's like, motherfucker, I feel accomplished if I don't have to write the list. Like, that's how I feel accomplished.
Man,
like,
you don't have to add running water to brush your teeth.
I'm bound to the project on this list. Fuck, man, I don't call it this. This is to get my hands oily.
All you need is a bottle of water,
man. My hands and shit. Like, I don't want this. I'll write fucking 25-page brief. No. But this is in my head, yeah. But then it's like, okay, I like start. Okay, I just want a sandwich. Like being a gypsy's nice because you just don't have a lot of expectations, and like I have a lot of expectations. I really don't like having a lot of expectations. Like the less I've had expectations, the better my life has been, and the more random and fucking eventful and fulfilling it's been. It's weird. It's like, no, I don't want to do projects at home. Like paint the house, no. Clean the baseboards, clean the toilet, no. Not really on the things I want to do. Is it great? Someone's got to do it. Is it me who wants to do it? I don't think so.
Hoi hoi.
Yeah, no, I didn't want to do it, and I did today. I guess I had like existing content today. I did. And I have the discovery motion I could finish up, and it's mostly done. There's a few things I wanted to add to it. Basically asking for all the felony hate, or the hate crime forms have to be filed out when there's a hate crime incident per like PD manual and 4. There ain't no lawyer. I would have paid $200,000-$300,000 for a lawyer with what I'm doing now at this point. Maybe not 6 months ago. I wasn't there, but I'm there now. I know what I'm doing. I know exactly how I need to do it. The misdemeanor is just reconfirm exactly, you know, the art of the negotiation. Keeps getting less until it's nothing. Just writing something out like house another. Yeah, no, I do. Writing does help. I got this thing here. I got the whiteboard. I was like, oh, I get the whiteboard. And I'll just keep a track of everything, and then they just kind of sit. And July 6th, 4/15. That's not even correct. So I'll alternative service for Love Bell. I actually filed substitute service 2 days ago for Francois. So I believe Francois is served. There was a change in the docket today in the California court for that suit. I'm not sure what that was. If it was accepting my my service, my substitute service, or denying. But for some reason, the goddamn online portal for the e-filing cannot remember my fucking password. So I have to get a password request email every fucking time I log into the fucking thing. So I gotta go to my email and log in and put in the same password I've been using every time. Never remembers, and it remembers it quickly on the thing. And yeah, it just and so so basically, somewhere along the way, trying to get into the online portal this morning, I got distracted, and so I don't know if it was rejected or accepted or what fucking happened. Aaron has not been served yet. Thankfully, in Florida, it's 120 days for legal process. Yeah, all this court stuff is done like made me like some activist in terms of just being able to know what to do. And there's training orders. Like this is all relevant. Like I wrote I made some statements on Reckless Ben's post today. So I'm trying to get someone to tell my story. Trying to get someone to tell the story. Someone to tell the story. Florida, and in Florida, you have to use a higher process server. You can't just use a private party. So in California, you use a private party for service a civil suit. And I was having countering opinions if a judge would accept legal service in California from a private party. And I'm not really that worried about it because I'm against it. I'm going to do it. Most likely do. It's going to be through alternative service, most likely. And that's okay. I think that when someone's like dipping out on service, it kind of just, it's a bad mark on the court from the get-go. I don't think it's really spoken out loud much, but I think all the judges see it and kind of maybe form their own opinions about it. I think it's always good when, especially when something's supposed to have a business agent there present. Like when you have a foundation or a corporation, there has to be like a legal representative. Okay, now. And I kind of want to get the service done of everybody before I take on any more. I feel I'm a month's income monitor off. It's, you know, it's either off because I'm in jail or off because the case got dismissed or I won in court. So I'm at 30 days or less. I'm excited for whatever the outcome is. I really don't want to do all this and just have a case dismissed because I would love to have my opportunity to ask all these witnesses a lot of questions about OSA and force them to answer things that I think are relevant to my case. I love that there's a religious element to it. So emotional lemony. Yeah, just basically requesting. Yeah, I think it's actually pretty beautiful. Pretty beautiful. I went through a case of paper in the last like week and a half. A case of paper on like 3 toners. So I've been fucking thinking, like, yeah, nothing now. All the form of it, and so easy to move. I'm getting used to using my right hand with the mouse too. All right, I'm rambling. I'm tired. I can go keep my eyes open. All right, I'll talk to you. Have a good one.
What's new, motherfucker? You always rambling. You know, that is a good question. Poland, bitch, why do you keep saying my wife's fucking name, bitch? Huh? Huh, ho? Why do you keep saying my wife's name, you bitch? That's a good motherfucking question. Why you keep saying my wife's name, you pussy hoe? My wife ain't even on YouTube, bitch. Why you always calling my wife's name, ho? Huh, you ladyboy bitch? Stop fucking playing with me all the fucking time, bitch. You steadily calling my wife's name, pussy. Fuck wrong with you, bitch? Like, I don't get that shit, man. You keep saying my fucking wife's name, yo. Like, what's your problem, dog? Instead of screaming my fucking wife's name, man. Now you say it like she's sticking her thumb in your ass or something. That's how you be saying that shit, like she's putting her thumb in your butt. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you, yo? Remember? His plates on the RV expire. Booferton, you don't think them people know you been out there longer than a year, 2 years, a year, bro? Like, you don't think they know that? That what they gonna get your ass on. Talking about you gonna go to L. Ron Hubbard and barbecue. That what they gonna book you on. Something stupid like that and take that shit from your ass. That shit's gonna be funny as hell. Cause I don't think you got but about 60 days maximum when you move in from another state. You don't have no year or two to change your plates or till it expires. Good morning. You don't have till it expires to go get a new one. You got a limited amount of days. Oh, that's true, huh? That's true. I need to get some money up. I forgot about that. That's right, huh? You got an ankle bracelet. You got a silver bracelet, or it could be, no. He got a black rubber one. Man, I ain't gonna lie, they try to put that shit on me as a juvenile. Man, I ain't taking that shit. Hell to the no. I'll stay in custody. Man, people crazy, man. I'm not too sure, Jen. I think he said something about somebody was supposed to come fix it, but he signed the papers and then told him he had an RV. Buford thought he was a slick one.
So the only thing about groceries, you gotta have the receipt, or they'll let you exchange, but they won't let you exchange it with this. You can't exchange deli, because it weighs different. So we'll have to have a receipt on this.
How you Oh, right. He always coming here talking crazy because he's stupid. He always run off in here talking crazy. Or saying something dumb. He say the dumb shit when he comes in here. Why your teeth looking like that? That what you need to be asking yourself. Goofy ass. Yeah, I don't think he blocked off this one. Cool. I think he just got timed out, huh? I think he just got timed out. I ain't for sure. I don't think he's blocked on here. So you bring your ass in here, dirt worm. I'm gonna call you Dirt Worm Cam. Like Edward Cam, you Dirt Worm Cam. Why you ain't parking in your parking lots no more, bro? Huh? You don't be in the parking lots no more. Why, Dirt Worm? Tell me now. Why, Dirt Worm? Tell me now. Yeah, I don't think he's blocked. He probably won't come in now. If he knows we gonna ask him that. Cause he's a pussy. what else they got going on? They kind of just shut Newark down, no? It's time to move on now. I wonder why Bond don't do YouTube no more. What is he then? What is he then? I don't. So what? He's Republican again or something? I don't. He pissed off his chat. Damn, Mikado, bro. What are you doing? Oh, for real? He told his chat to go fuck themselves. Damn. Damn, bro. Why'd you do that, bro? Poor Merle. Man, why you told your chat go F yourself now? What you gonna do for a chat now? Oh, you know who? Hey, he told Pippi go fuck herself. BG did get arrested. I heard him say it. Because he said he had to go get his car out the pound. Well, she be in his chat, right? And he said he told his chat, fuck off. So he told Pippi, fuck off. That what I meant. Not personally or specifically. Oh, I'm not too sure then. To be honest, I don't know anything. I don't. I don't have no knowledge on who they really are. And who's like who's who? Well, this is annoying. Dodge, man. Dodge and DOA. Man. Dodge be protesting in a suit, man. This man crazy, bro. Like, I ain't never seen nobody like Dodge, bro. Mojo energy pouches. What the hell? Crazy, man. Dodge funny. I ain't gonna. He don't care. Dodge don't give a fuck about what nobody say. Time tripping. Ooh, oh. I always mess with him and say, let's play a game of chess on your shoes. I should try that nicotine gum and see if it works. We got all kind of weird shit, huh? We got some kind of thing. You puff it, it says make you happy. Ain't no better joy than pulling the lady boy. Yeah, tell me about the heat. When I'm waiting, I gotta use the air conditioner again. Back to them days. Can't just sit with your windows down and get a breeze no more. They making it hard. We gripped in for likes. We gripped in for likes. What's up, Catwoman? What's up? What's up? How you doing? We gripped in for likes. Damn, it's summer. Start working out. Come on, man. supposed to be open. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, I've been keeping like up with them. Sometimes well, it died down since like Sunday. I've been watching Adrian Broner back and forth between that and the riots, but I can't focus on two things. I've been watching Adrian Broner and them because at the riots they always don't have action. It's not steady action. So I get caught up watching that, laughing and cracking up. So What's up, cat? We have a long history. Mikado? Homie got weird after Kenosha protest, man. Kenosha, he got weird after that, man. Excuse me. Oh, Thomas. When we got weird after the Kenosha protest. I think he does have some anger issues. He's a vet. So, I mean, I ain't giving him no excuse, but I mean, that is a valid excuse. He is a vet. But, I mean, just because you a vet, don't mean you walk around cussing everybody out. You know what I'm saying? But after the Kenosha protest, he changed. And I don't know. really tripping on Booth because Booth know I ain't trying to, come on. Booth know I ain't trying to harm him. Or Booferton knows I've never been to California. Good morning, Mark. Booferton knows that I ain't never been to California. He know that shit. He know I ain't trying to cause him no harm in real life. I just be talking shit. So, you can watch all we want to. It really don't matter. Boom, boom. You know I don't really know how to bitch you. You know, low down scoundrel. Even though I don't like you fucking ass, I ain't trying to hurt you. Boo boo know that. Ain't that right, Bo Bo? Bo Bo. 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 First hand. Bo Bo. Bo Bo. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop.
Body's talking, I hear every word. The way you move, girl, it's all I've heard. You got that look, I can't turn away. Your eyes tell me everything you can't say. Candlelight dancing across your skin. Every second I'm falling again. This moment feels like destiny. You're all I want right here. Don't rush, don't speak, just breathe me in. We'll let this night begin. Your heartbeat singing next to mine. Baby, it's our time. So let me hold you tonight. Wrap you up in these arms of mine. The world disappears inside.
Head south, then turn right. Turn right toward East I-10 Service Road. Then at the next stop sign, you'll turn left. At the stop sign, turn left onto East I-10 Service Road. Then you'll turn right onto Brooklyn Road. Turn right onto Brooklyn Road.
Yeah.
At the next stop sign, turn right. At the stop sign, turn right onto
Kind
Parkville
of
Boulevard.
always going off on this chat.
control. You and I love you, even though he's got your name. I need you. I want you. Can't lie, I feel you. Every look, every word says true. You know it's wrong, but love ain't fair. Your heart already halfway here. I want you, and I love you, even if the world don't understand me. Do. He got the ring, but I got your mind. Call me late just to feel alive. Tell me things you can't tell him, like how your dreams been going down. You said I try to make it work, but you can't take what you so deserve. Girl, love don't live where pain resides, and I see freedom in your eyes. You don't have to say a word, I already feel your hurt. Loving me is your sin tonight. Then baby, let's make it worth the fight. Love you, even though he's got your name. I need you. I want you. Can't lie, I feel you. Every look, every word say it's true. I know it's wrong, but love ain't fair. Your heart already halfway. I want you. I love you, even if the world don't understand what we do. Girl, I'm not trying to break no vows, but what we got is real right now. You deserve to feel alive, not bound. Don't hold back, just let it out. If love's a crime, and lock me up tonight. Just to do my time for a love that feels this right. You deserve that. You deserve love. I can be a piece
Oh,
of
happy
you.
birthday, Babbo. Today's your birthday. Happy birthday.
This right here, this will love really do. Oh yeah, this will love do. Oh yeah, girl, I was chillin', playing cool. Never thought I'd for you. One look and you took my breath away. Now I'm thinking about you night and day. You got me open, I can't lie. The way you move, I'm hypnotized. Every touch just pulls me in. Feel like I'm home again. You make my heart beat slow, then race. Every time I see your face, I never knew love could feel brand new. Now I know that's what love do. That's what love do. It takes your soul and it runs you through. Makes a strong man fall right down. Got me spinning, girl, I'm lost and found. That's what love do. Oh yeah, you should break the rules for something true. Got me thinking about forever with you. That's what love do. Late night, your body next to mine. Got me feeling things I can't define. You whisper slow, say my name. Now I'll never be the same. You got me gone, no turning back. My heart is yours, and that's a fact. This ain't just talk, it's more than words. You the sweetest sound I've ever heard. Baby, you move just like a groove. Every step I'm stuck on you. Didn't believe till I met you. That's what love, that's what love do. That's what love do. Makes you lose control. Girl, I'm feeling you. It's that fire that burns right through. Oh, baby, that's what love do. It keeps you high when the world feels low. Makes your heart beat fast and slow. Now I see the truth. That's what love do. It's the way you call my name, the way you drive me insane. When you kiss me, girl, it's all brand new. Yeah. Can't eat, can't sleep, can't think straight. Your love got me in another state. Every breath, every move, girl, that's what love. That's what love. Baby, that's what love. You take me apart and make it go down. Like it's 1992. That's what love do. Baby, you're the reason I'm seeing true. Time has got the groove, and you the proof. That's what love do. That's what love do. Saw you walking by, girl, you stopped by me. Sunlight hitting that skin like heaven's ray. That's why I feel a broken heart. Them brown eyes pull me right apart. The way you come and grace, every step I can't look away. Your tongue, so soft, so sweet. Pretty brown thing, girl, you knock me off my feet. Pretty brown, your smile lights up the room. Your walk makes my heart go boom, boom, boom. Don't even know your name, but I feel this way. Pretty brown, I'll never be the same. That talk, that laugh, that curve got me lost for words. More than I deserve. From you, I will change. Pretty brown, I'm calling your name. Girl, the way them curves fit that dress just right. You got the whole world looking twice tonight. But it ain't just your body that's got me going. It's your presence, the way you carry on. You talk me back.
Hello? M-A-P. I just know like her name. busy.
Eyes tell me everything you can't see. Feel the lights dancing across your skin. Every second I fall again. This moment feels like destiny. You're all I want right here. Don't rush, don't speak, just breathe. We'll let this night begin. Your heartbeat singing next to mine. Baby, it's our time. So let me hold you tonight. Wrap you up in these arms of mine. Make the world disappear from sight. Girl, just let me hold you tonight. Be forever and words just a feeling. Touch it, know it's real. So let me hold you tonight. With a melody my soul's been missing. Every move got my spirit listening. We don't need no power all night. Just stay with me.
What was it supposed to be? I'm not even. Hold you close, girl, don't let go. You're the rhythm in my soul. Every breath I lose control. I know. I know them from of course Bufferton, stupid ass. And I remember when Taco Joe went there and was, doing whatever but I was still into like the streaming in Bakersfield and stuff. So I didn't like follow him. I just watched him when he was at the border and stuff. With that dog. I forgot the dog's name. But I know y'all got a lot more history on Bufordton. See, I'm just like everything he doing right now is my first time like experiencing whatever it is he's doing. I don't know. I really don't have, like experience his clown. I wonder, you know what? I wonder who around in this community has known Bufordton. I guess Riddle, huh? Has known Bufordton with his bullshit for the longest, right? I'm assuming Riddle.
Head north, then turn left. Turn left for East I-10 Service Road. Then at the next stop sign, you'll turn right. At the stop sign, turn right onto East I-10 Service Road. At the next light, turn left.
Your love keeps me strong.
At the light, turn left onto Tyler Street.
My love, always. I love you. Forever I love you. Don't talk, baby. Just breathe. Let the night speak for us. Yeah. Timeless. You pull me close, eyes half closed, moving slow where nobody knows. Your touch drawing stories on my skin. Each breath saying come again. The air gets thick, our shadows blend. We both know where this will end. No words, just rhythm and sin. Girl, I can hold it in every side, every shake, every slide.
Where I'm from,
Our language.
it's not a very good idea to pull a gun out on somebody and not use it. That's not at all a good idea. You pull a gun out on somebody from New Orleans, you better use that shit. They got a 8 out of 10 chance that person you just pulled the gun out on is strapped to. And it's gonna pop the fuck out of your ass if you don't. Oh, okay. More of she trying to use that as a fear tactic, a scare tactic, letting everybody know she got a gun. Ain't nobody out there. Damn, pull guns on me, I laugh. Bitch, come on. Aha! Bitch, you pussy bitch, you ain't gonna do shit with it. It's not something to play with or just be showing off. People like that, they cause they want to be able to think they can talk crazy and you're gonna be scared because they got a gun. Nobody's scared of that shit, man. on. Thank you all.